What if the sun fell into a giant frozen water pool? Alright, let me tell you a wild story. Imagine this. One day, out of nowhere, the sun, the same sun we see every morning, loses its place in the sky. It starts falling, not towards us, but toward this giant pool of frozen water no one knew existed. Crazy, right? The sun takes a dive. It all started when scientists noticed something weird in space. The sun, the big fiery ball that keeps us alive, wasn't staying in its usual spot. It was moving, and not just moving, it was falling. People panicked. They thought the world was ending. But instead of burning everything up as it got closer, the sun veered off and plunged into this massive frozen water pool in some remote part of the world. Fire meets ice. Now here's where it gets even weirder. You'd think the sun, being a giant ball of fire, would instantly melt the ice and evaporate the water, right? Nope. When the sun hit the pool, there was this massive explosion of steam, like a volcanic eruption. But then something unexpected happened. Instead of melting completely, the sun started getting covered in ice. It was like the cold of the pool was fighting back against the sun's heat, and somehow they were balancing each other out. The whole world watches. The whole world was glued to their screens. Every news channel, every website was showing live footage of this frozen Sunday. People were scared. They wondered if life on Earth was about to end. But surprisingly, things didn't get as bad as we thought. The sun, even though it was stuck in the ice, was still giving off heat and light, just not as much as before. The steam coming off the pool created a kind of natural blanket around the Earth, keeping it warm enough for us to survive. What's in that pool? Scientists rushed to study this mysterious pool. Turns out, it wasn't normal water. It was some kind of super cold liquid that could store heat without boiling away. And get this, it was so deep, they couldn't even find the bottom. Some people started saying the pool might be connected to another dimension. Meanwhile, Earth got used to a strange new reality. The sun was no longer shining brightly in the sky. Instead, it was like we were living in a world of constant twilight, not too bright, not too dark. It was airy, but also kind of beautiful. A new way to life? As time went on, people realized this wasn't all bad. The steam from the pool was producing a ton of energy. Scientists set up turbines around it to capture that energy, and soon, the whole world had a new power source. At the same time, people started thinking about what this all meant. Was it a freak accident? Or was it some kind of sign? Philosophers, religious leaders, and regular folks all had their own ideas, but no one really knew the truth. Finding balance? Years passed, and humanity adapted. The frozen sun became part of life on Earth. Scientists kept studying the pool, discovering new elements and materials that advanced technology. People got used to the dimmer light and found ways to make it work. And, believe it or not, people started seeing the beauty in it all. The skies were filled with soft colors from the steam clouds, and the constant twilight made the world feel calm and peaceful. In the end, what seemed like the end of the world turned out to be the start of something new. The sun's fall taught us how to adapt, how to find balance, and how to look for hope even when everything seems impossible. So, what do you think? Could we survive if something this wild actually happened?